All right, let's watch this. Disturbing Things Around the Internet, Volume 19.
Log on to Usenet and click on the weather. Sign up for your severe forecast alert. And whenever dangerous weather is about to strike, you'll
Yo, hey Ty, thanks for the resub. 63 months.
South of the border to the location of the new HBO movie Double Cross.
Thank you again for that FanFest ticket.
Shadyside, Ohio, devastated by a flash flood. Death, injuries, many missing.
We have two tales of terror and death to tell you tonight from two different parts of the world.
Okay.
Authorities in Stockton are on the lookout for an arsonist who set 3 separate fires this morning.
Inside, small pine boxes containing 45-inch steel caskets to be placed in cement crypts.
I'm gonna turn off redeems for now. Well, I'll turn off the really annoying ones.
Web.
Can you shut the fuck up?
Okay.
A void unquantifiable. An endless frontier full of wonder, discovery, and mystery. From 3D games engrossed in urban legends to some of the most disturbing archival insights into the human mind, the internet has it all. You just have to venture out a bit to find its dark side. In the early days of YouTube,
Dude, these videos
a
are so
channel
good.
entered the digital space. It was titled MossB46 PGH, and it served as a hub for home videos uploaded by a man named George Sadini. He hasn't uploaded in a while, but we'll get to why later. What we need to know now is that this man lived a seemingly simple life, sharing videos of him talking to the camera and giving his viewers an inside look into his home. It is, by every measure, a product of early YouTube, a reminder of an era in which content was much simpler and innocuous than it is today. While at a cursory glance, nothing about George's content seems all that strange, it's when we really begin to dissect what exactly it is that he says and alludes to, where things become a bit weird.
Man, I actually don't remember the early days of YouTube. I really don't. I don't remember the first YouTube video I watched. I don't remember the very first time I went on YouTube.
Take a look.
My car is an 07 Altima. I paid $79,000 for this in 1996. That's considered a lot, believe it or not.
That's a shit ton.
Okay, we're approaching the door. Open it up. Oh, someone left it unlocked. That's not good. Inside, okay. Here's my big screen TV. 32-inch.
Oh, times were simple back then.
It's my computer. Let me pan out a little bit.
First off, you may be noticing a pattern here. George continuously makes passing references to the allure of his personal items. He states his vehicle's price. He shows us his 32-inch big screen TV, and it's become clear that this video is meant to boast. But why?
Pan out a little bit. Computer is connected to the stereo, which I listen to my MP3s and everything else. Pan to the other side. Speakers on each side are large. They double as end tables. Okay, couch and
Holy fuck. Okay.
chair, they match. The woman will really be impressed. Okay, come over here. There's some reading material that we're all familiar with.
Hold on, what is this? Date young
Okay, come over
women.
here. There's some reading material.
Date young
Material that
women
we're all-
and office politics. What? Body something something.
All familiar with.
Okay.
Come out here through the dining room. I just bought this. Dining room set.
Sadini pans down to his table after making a remark about women being impressed. to which we can see a stack of documents and 2 curious novels. How to Date Young Women for Men Over 35 and Body Language Secrets. Interesting. As we continue to scan through his videos, it becomes abundantly clear that George carries an undying fixation towards women. He's a man who hasn't been with a partner in God knows how long, and he seems to be persistently trying and failing at dating women much younger than he. It's clear that he's faced rejection multiple times before, evident by his books and lack of awareness that monetary wealth doesn't necessarily equate to attractiveness.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm gonna tell you this. In my experience, like based on me and other people and friends and stuff like that, and other people that I've seen, you know, just online and stuff like that, man. I mean, it can vary, but more times than not, it doesn't matter like what you look like. Well, to a certain extent, right? To a certain extent. Let's say you're trying to lose some weight. You should lose the weight for you. Like, don't lose the weight because you're trying to, like, you know, get some bitches. Like, don't think that just because you have money, you're going to get some bitches. Like, yeah, sure, it works sometimes, right? But the people that it works on like that, there's a high chance they're not even worth it anyway. Dude, I remember when I was like 25, man. I went through a pretty bad breakup. I went through that phase where I was like, oh man, fuck her, fuck this bitch, you know? I was like, man, I'm gonna get hot. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna get hot. Yeah. Okay, so I did that and I lost like a bunch of weight. I don't necessarily think that I got hot, but I lost a bunch of weight and I was like dating around and stuff. But you know what? Even though I lost some weight, every single girl that I went on a date with, not a single one of them actually cared that I lost the weight. I would be like, yeah, this is what I look like before. This is what I look like now. And then they were like, oh, well, you looked fine before. Dude, you know what's crazy, man? You know what's crazy, dudes? Dude, I have been told that so much my entire life is, nah, you look fine before. And when I like look at myself, dude, I'm like, no shot, brother. No shot. Like, nah, fuck that. Nah, I do it for me. You know what I mean? I do it for me.
In essence, these videos show that he's painfully out of touch. And while he would only ever upload just 2 videos to his channel during its short tenure, he would later crop up in other areas across the net. Throughout the years, George would carve out his own little corner of the internet. He would host a website called georgesodini.com, and at first glance, it's most of what you'd expect from an early 2000s website. It carries a simple layout, his name and location, various photos from his life. It was a humble virtual abode that resembled the countless other personal websites out there, and for a while, there was never anything suspect about it. Curiously though, sometime in 2008, a new webpage would silently crop up. And it's a simple link titled Life or Death.
I saw that, Eggy. I wanna check it out, yeah.
Dates. Take a guess.
I wanna check it out.
For any unsuspecting user online, this might come off as some sort of random guessing game. Admittedly, the internet had seen much weirder shit by this point in time.
Oh my god! That's 3D Movie Maker!
The internet had seen
that character's name is McZ! It's McZ! It's McZ, bro! McZ is a purple creature who lives in Imaginopolis. He moves around town in a shopping cart on a roller coaster track. McZ works with Melanie, a girl who creates 3D logos. Additionally, Melanie is voiced by Michael Shapiro, which also voiced the G-Man and Barney Calhoun from the Half-Life series. Wow. I absolutely love this. Dude, I spent so many hours in 3D Movie Maker, man. It is so good. It's so good, dude. I fucking love 3D Movie Maker.
Oh, hello there. My name, if I may present myself, is McZ.
Anyway, yeah, dude, dude, I love this program so much. Anyway, sorry.
Much weirder shit by this point in time. However, I wanted to bring up this page specifically because the date of death question here actually contains a correct answer. You see, George Sodini isn't exactly a good person. And what lies behind this otherwise simple question is a glance into the mind of a man deeply disturbed.
Bro, did he like kill
George,
somebody?
by this point, was planning something, and not a single person who knew him had any idea about it. On the night of August 4th, 2009, George had made his way to the LA Fitness in Allegheny County, Pennsylvania. Earlier,
Yo, did you guys ever have you guys ever been to LA Fitness? That fucking place is a fucking scam, brother. They charge so much fucking money. It's like 30, 40 bucks like a month, and you can't get out of it. If you get out of it, you have to pay to get out of it. Dude, it's actually fucking awful.
that day, he had visited twice to look around.
Yo, you work there? Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yet this time, he had something with him. He entered the gym with a duffel bag at 7:56 p.m. and after checking in, he made his way to the gym studio that was in the midst of kicking off their nightly aerobics class. Thereafter, he walked in, cut the lights, grabbed two 9mm pistols, and fired 36 shots into the crowd.
What the fuck?
The scene was a complete nightmare. Screams echoed throughout the air. Victims began to flee in a frenzy. Nobody ever expects this. Amidst the chaos, Sodini grabs a .45 caliber revolver from his bag, and during the next few seconds, he holds it to his head and takes his own life.
Holy shit.
Police left the scene here at the LA Fitness in Collier Township, just outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the early morning hours today. They have been investigating a shooting that took place shortly after 8 o'clock on Tuesday. They say a man walked into an aerobics classroom where more than 20 people were taking a class and opened fire.
That night, 3 women had died and 9 others were injured in what can only be described as one of the most disturbing and heartless acts of violence that I have ever read about.
Like, dude. Okay, what was I telling you the other day, man? What was I telling you? When a person no longer cares about their own life, and they no longer care about the consequences, and they no longer have fear, there is no telling what a person can do, man. Those are the people you're afraid of. Nothing is going to stop them from doing what they are going to do.
Young adults, mothers, and fathers were all there just to get a workout,
Jesus.
to make themselves happier and more physically fit. Yet it was all shattered by an intensely depraved man. Like we touched on, all of this was premeditated long before it happened, and the date of the tragedy, August 4th of 2009, would, as you'd expect, unlock an entirely new and secret layer of Sodini's website. Why do this to young girls? Just read below.
What the fuck?
Moving into Christmas again. No girlfriends and
Holy shit. Wait. Plan to do this in the summer, but figure to stick around to see the election outcome. What the dude, what the fuck? This particular one got so much attention, and I was just curious. Every daddy know when he sends his little girl to college, she be, I saw it, not my little girl. Daddy says, yeah, right. You do the math. There are enough young, so all the brothers can each have one for 3 or 6 months or so.
read below. Moving into Christmas again. No girlfriend since 1984. Last Christmas with Pam was in 1983. Who knows why? I'm not too ugly or too weird. No sex since July of 1990 either. Over 18 years ago.
Dude, I'm gonna be real. I just hire a prostitute. I would just, dude, or excuse me. Hold on. There's a legal way to do this. I will go to like an escort service. That's the legal way, right? There's an escort service.
1990 either. Over 18 years ago. For months, George objectified and chronicled his struggles with women. He expressed a growing frustration with how he couldn't get them to like him. He documents his pent-up rage and hatred towards those that could find love. And he even mulls over his so-called exit plan for nearly a year. I took off today, Monday, and tomorrow to practice my routine and make sure it's well polished. I need to work out every detail. There's only one shot. Also, I need to be completely immersed into something before I can be successful. I haven't had a drink since Friday at about 2:30. Total effort needed. Tomorrow is the big day. I talked to my neighbor today, who's very positive and upbeat. I need to remain focused and absorbed completely. Last time I tried this in January, I chickened out. Let's see how this approach works.
Maybe soon I will see God and Jesus. Or at least that is what I was told. Eternal life does not depend on works. If it did, we will all be in hell. Christ paid for every sin. Wait, hold on. Isn't it like against religion to like have sex, like premarital sex? I was reading the Bible and the integrity of God beginning yesterday because soon I will see them. Yeah, and so is murdering. I just don't get it, dude. All right, I'm just going to say this, man. There's some really fucking weird shit that goes on with religion. Some really weird, disgusting shit. And it's like throughout every religion. It's not just a specific one. There's weird shit with like Catholics, weird shit with Christians, weird shit with like fucking Islam or whatever the fuck this called. Dude, the other day I randomly found out that the Prophet Muhammad had a wife that was like 9 years old. What the fuck? And then there's like this weird shit with like Mormons where people are like marrying like their daughters off at like 13 to like 70-year-old men and shit, man. What rock have I been living under? Dude, I'm not religious, man. Yeah, it's just shit that I've fucking heard. And then I like, and then I do a little bit of research and it makes me like not want to do a little bit of research at all.
When you talk to their families and their friends, you can see their sadness, feel their grief, and that inability to understand why this happened. But each also felt as if their loved ones deserved not to be remembered for the way they died, but for how they lived.
On that fateful night, the lives of Heidi Overmeyer, Elizabeth Gannon, and Jody Billingsley were needlessly ripped from them, forever shattering their families' lives in one of the worst acts imaginable. It's horrifying to think that something as simple as a workout can turn into a situation so deadly, and I cannot even fathom the panic that unfolded
I mean,
thereafter.
that's like the last thing you're going to expect.
George Sidini was a man who carried unbridled hatred and jealousy, and looking into his website and YouTube channel gives us an eerie glance into his life. I truly hope that today the victims' families are holding up okay, although I cannot even imagine the void that's been left in all of their hearts. Never again will this monster walk the earth, though, and I hope that at the very least, grants them a sliver of solace.
Yeah, that's fucking sad, man. Who the fuck is gonna expect to be shot at a gym? Yeah, Boncrate, thank you for the resub. Hey, 42 months. Thanks a lot, man.
Devastating earthquakes can and do happen all over the world.
Thanks, Wirepat.
But here in the United States, we can greatly reduce fatalities by being prepared. That can start with understanding earthquakes themselves.
Everybody loves a good time. Whether you're young or old, the excitement of enjoying yourself
is a special part of life.
I make my willy public so I can never be blackmailed with nudes.
It's a homeland rivalry. The Oakland A's are visiting the San Francisco Giants for Game 3 of the World Series, and the crowd is, understandably, fired up. At the helm of the ABC Sports broadcast that day are sports commentators Al Michaels and Tim McCarver, and the pair open the day by going through stats and predictions for the upcoming game. For the entire opening sequence, everything seemed to be business as usual. That is, until they're met with an unexpected surprise.
Second base, so the Oakland A's take.
I'll tell you what, we're having an
Oh, wait, is this the earthquake?
At this moment, a magnitude...
Oh, I think I've actually seen this before, yeah.
6.9 earthquake tears through San Francisco, causing this broadcast to go off air.
I think so.
And sending millions into panic.
Emergency Center, what are you reporting? There's a major gas leak on Freedom Boulevard. Okay, where's the leak coming from?
Emergency Center, what are you reporting?
Regarding the earthquake, I'm wondering,
do you need police, fire, ambulance, sir?
Emergency Center, what are you reporting?
A house on fire.
What's on fire? What's on fire?
A house.
What's the address?
All we know is it's at the end of Comstock Hill Road, which runs on the
It seemed to come out of nowhere. No warning, no signs, not even a single indication that the lives of millions would be changed in an instant. That day, the San Andreas Fault ruptured, causing a catastrophic earthquake called Loma Prieta. It was evoked by the Pacific Plate pushing vertically up and northwestward for a length of 6 entire feet at the epicenter. And while, on paper, it doesn't sound like a massive number, the damage it left behind spanned in the range of billions.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
The Nimitz
They're like
Freeway
literally
encountered
changing
a
the surface
total
of the
collapse. The San Francisco Bay Bridge split before drivers' eyes, and shopping malls and housing complexes crumbled to ruin.
We have an unofficial word, or it perhaps is official now. 7 people, we know 7 people have died in this crash, including the one, or in this quake rather, including the one when an old building south of Market.
Fuck? Your dad's friend was on one of the bridges and he watched a car in front of him fall into the abyss? Dude, imagine you saw that, bro. That would be so fucking terrifying. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, just fucking get out of the car and run away? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's what I do.
Collapsed on people in automobiles, and there is one other death too, perhaps one on the Bay Bridge when that section of it collapsed. But here trying to...
Oh, he stayed because he couldn't move. Oh, like he couldn't get out of the cars or something? Just like think about that for a second. You see something like horrible like happen to you like right in front of you. You can't get away from it, right? So you just have to, dude, you have to sit there. Like I bet you time slowed down.
Get people out of their homes, some injuries, perhaps just panic as well.
Thank you for the resub.
And this, if it
got your
is
account back.
The big one
Wait,
that we've heard so much about, and people trying to do whatever they can to stop the fire, but part of the problem, obviously, is gas.
On the Nimitz Freeway, there once stood a section of road called the Cypress Street Viaduct. It was a multi-level concourse, and when it was built, over 160,000 vehicles reportedly passed over it every single day. Because of this section of highway resulted in the most severe casualties in the entire city. 42 out of 63 Loma Prieta deaths happened here, seemingly out of nowhere. Without even a second to react that day, the upper deck collapsed downward, crushing the cars on the lower level and causing a myriad of crashes above them. And the scene it left behind, with people, lives, families, children being helplessly trapped in a predicament like this, is absolutely heartbreaking.
That's crazy. They didn't do anything wrong either.
day, nearly 4,000 landslides, a tsunami, 3,757 injuries, and 63 deaths were caused by this sudden catastrophe. And the most haunting part is, that number, paradoxically, would have been so much higher were the World Series not happening. Reportedly, rush hour traffic was not nearly as high as normal, since thousands left work early to watch the game at home. Had they been out on the roads instead, like they otherwise would have been, then the outcome of this earthquake may have been even worse.
Damn, that's crazy to think about.
To this day, Loma Prieta stands as the third costliest earthquake in U.S. history, and in its wake are thousands of families that
So
were
this was,
uprooted.
oh my God, this wasn't even the worst. What was the worst? The worst earthquakes are typically defined by either the deadliest human toll or the most powerful measured magnitudes, with the 1556 Xenosys earthquake in China being the deadliest. What the fuck? And the 1960 Valdivia earthquake in Chile being the most powerful at 9.5.
Forever.
Yeah.
While the city has since banded together and rebuilt reinforced structures in preparation for the inevitable next one, the harrowing events that took place back then will undoubtedly live on in infamy. The broadcasts, home videos, and damage reports from the incident are haunting and really drive home just how powerful Mother Nature can really be.
I mean,
whether it's hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, blizzards, what have you, humanity is and always will be at the painful mercy of nature.
So like at the beginning here, he said that it was 6 feet. He said that one of the tectonic plates or whatever, like it rose like 6 feet, right? 6 feet, it's not like a crazy high distance. But when you think about it from like a global perspective, right? Like just imagine that part of the land like raises up 6 feet. Well, when you think about it like that, 6 feet is fucking huge. Like think about your house and cut your house in half and raise half of it 6 feet. Bro, that's literally what just fucking happened to like all this shit. We had a 7.1 about 3 hours away from the city. Floors felt like jello. Holy shit. That's so weird. That's so weird. Like the one I was in, it wasn't, I mean, it was like a baby earthquake.
Are there people in your life that exemplify the essence of courage to you? What about for fearful children who just need an extra push? Yeah, don't be afraid. It's going to be okay. I think it's great.
Jacob and Sarah Henderson have just put down their 5 and 7-year-old daughters to bed. It's quiet. Time to wind down. A night like any other. The family has lived here, nestled in the small town of Maybank, Texas, for years. And while they overall seemed content, Jacob had begun noticing something off.
God, you think about it, man.
Sarah, for the past 2 weeks, has been having strange episodes. She seems to be scared of something, like someone stalking her, and it's only getting worse. Out of nowhere, Sarah breaks the silence of this otherwise ordinary night, again freaking out about something inexplicable. And so, worried for his wife and hopeful that the two can get some help, Jacob dials 911. Seemingly at his wit's end.
I got a question about AI I want to ask you guys after this. Remind me of this. Remind me about it.
EMS, this is Patricia.
Yes, ma'am. I was wondering if I could get somebody to come out here and check my wife out.
Okay, tell me exactly what's going on.
My wife, she's like, I don't know, something's going on with her.
Okay. Can you describe what's going on? The symptoms?
Like she's freaking out like somebody's out to get her.
Okay, give us just one moment.
But she won't listen to me. You won't talk to me.
Don't hang up. Stay on the line with me, okay?
So,
I'm good. I'm good.
no, you're not.
Yes, I'm good. I'm okay.
You're not good.
Okay, are you with the patient now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how old is the patient?
29.
Is she awake? Okay, I promise.
Yes, ma'am.
Is she breathing?
Yes, ma'am. She's saying she's all right now.
Nah, I don't believe her.
She's saying she's fine now.
Nah, I wouldn't
Okay, we
believe
can
her.
still have them come out and check her out, okay? Okay, does she have a weapon?
No, ma'am.
Where is she right now?
Right here in front of me.
I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line. I'll tell you exactly what to do next. If it's safe to do so, observe her continuously. If it's safe to do so, protect her from herself.
Okay.
Okay, give me just a moment.
Okay, well, like I said, she said she's fine now.
Okay, well, they're still on their way, and they can check her out when they get there, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
So when I listen to that, man, I think something happened from the time he called. Halfway through, he's kind of stopped giving a shit. Like when he first called, he was really concerned and a little frustrated even. But then when she said she was all right, I don't know, maybe she does something. Yeah, it's like he cared at the start, but then he didn't give a fuck at the end. Yeah. So something happened, I feel like something happened. There was a complete shift in his tone. A complete shift in his, I guess, level of care for the situation.
As we could hear, Sarah had a sudden change in demeanor. Whatever strange behavior she was exhibiting before this call had vanished. She was fine, she claimed, and this whole fiasco was nothing but a big misunderstanding. Everything is fine.
No, I don't think what she did was weird. I think what he did was weird.
Jacob jolts awake, and something is wrong.
Oh, God.
His wife isn't next to him. They're screaming in the next room.
Oh,
and once he comes to and makes his way out into his darkened living room, he's met with a scene straight out of a nightmare.
All right, anybody don't want to hear this, get the fuck out of here. I'm listening to this shit. This is around 3 minutes.
Henderson County 911.
Yes. My wife is shot her kid.
Okay, is this Jacob?
Yes.
Okay, what is your wife's name?
She's trying to commit that now. She's trying to choke herself. Why do you keep grabbing your neck?
What is her name, sir?
Sarah Henderson.
Sarah Henderson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, and how old are the children?
7 and 5.
And they're in the bedroom?
Huh?
Are they in the bedroom, sir?
No, they're in the living room.
They're in the living room and they're not breathing?
No.
Were you home when she did this, or did you just get home?
I was asleep.
You were asleep?
Yes.
And you have the weapon now, sir?
Yes, ma'am, I got it.
Okay.
God forgive me, please.
Are there any other weapons in the house?
Yes.
Okay. Does she have access to them, or are you keeping her from doing that?
No, I'm trying to.
Jesus, man.
Okay, sir, we do have help on the way, okay? We have an ambulance headed that way, as well as officers, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else you need to...
No.
Okay.
Why did I do that, babe? I don't know.
She's not trying to leave or anything, correct?
What's going on here, Jay? Nothing's going on. That's what I tried telling you. She keeps saying somebody's after her. There's nobody after her. There's nothing. She keeps saying people are coming. There's nobody even here. What? What, babe? Nothing. Nothing. I'm lost, babe.
I'm still here, Jacob, okay?
Yes. Stop.
Looks like the officers may be pulling up right now. Do you see them outside?
Take me. They're here.
Okay, well, I'll let you go now, okay, so you can open the door.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
A shocking case, a mother in jail right now, accused of killing her 2 young daughters. One little girl was 7, the other just 5. The shooting happened this morning 62 miles southeast of Dallas, outside the town of Payne Springs. Rebecca Lopez is there with details.
That night, Sarah Henderson had taken the lives of her 2 daughters, Kaylee and Kinley, and throughout this call, we can hear her stating things that make no sense at all. She asks her husband why she didn't. She inquires on what's happening. It seems at first that she had no idea what exactly she had just done. Following this call, Sarah Henderson was arrested and charged at the Henderson County Jail with capital murder after confessing to the crime. Because of her erratic behavior, she was placed on suicide watch. However, during her interrogation, she admitted something that gave authorities pause. It's unclear if she ever truly thought that someone was out to get her that night, because as it turned out, she admitted to having premeditated the entire thing. For 2 whole weeks, Sarah had planned to take the lives of her children. Children who were oblivious, who were going to school, playing outside, who had no idea that their lives would end on that fateful night. Since this incident, Jacob Henderson has divorced Sarah, who remains locked away in prison. As it stands, she's set to spend the rest of her life behind bars and has no possibility ever for parole.
But
according to one of
why?
their family members, the loss of Kaylee and Kinley will forever pain them, because things like this don't just go away. These kids loved their mother and likely did until the moment she ripped their lives from them. A loss like this doesn't heal with time. They
Why?
claimed. Our family is broken.
Well, but was it confirmed that she had schizophrenia? That's fucked. Yeah, they said she planned it. That's not schizophrenia. Oh, she also attempted to shoot her husband Jacob as he lay sleeping. However, the pistol failed to fire, waking her husband, who took the gun away from her and called 911. Holy shit. Okay, I feel like that he should have put that in there. That's fucking... I wonder why he didn't put that in there. When she asked why she did it, she said, I was going crazy and just caught up in everyday life, you know. She further indicated that she thought people were out to get her, which confirmed by Jacob and her friend she had been with the preceding day, each of whom described her paranoid behavior leading up to the shooting. Some months after her arrest, Henderson was examined by 2 psychologists who both determined she was mentally competent to proceed trial. I mean, sometimes I've been asleep like so deep that nothing wakes me up. Damn, that's a crazy fucking story, man. Apartment building had a fire alarm once. Yeah.
Getting in shape and you're looking like this, then I'm gonna get you with the Kodak disc. And sure as shooting,
Wait, not through gunshots in your own house? I mean, I don't know. Like, I've been a pretty heavy sleeper sometimes. Wait, what was that chapter? Who was the body?
I'm gonna get you with the Kodak disc.
I'm a pretty heavy sleeper in general.
Where millions congregate. An expanse where you can find community surrounding just about any topic you can think of. Creepy games, things you can just barely remember, and even a place to investigate. On the evening of December 9th, 2024, a post would grace the RBI2 subreddit. It comes from a Super Heat Ran 2, and it has a simple backstory. Terrifying film found at a thrift store. I found this film photo at my thrift store inside of an old Kodak carousel box.
Jesus, alright.
Alright, so before we continue, I'd like to state that the image accompanying this post is one of the eeriest, most disturbing, and most mysterious photos that I have ever seen. It's something that gave me pause the first time I saw it, because this can't be real, can it? I'm going to have to censor it, but I'm sure you'll get the idea. This is the OP's photo.
Oh, I've seen this. Okay, from what I remember, this was real, and there's a body here. Yeah.
It depicts a body haphazardly thrown into a corner, in such a mess that you can't even make out the position the person is even placed in. Darkened blood covers the floor, the walls, the bed. If this is real, then it's pretty damn convincing. To my eye, we're looking at a murder scene. However, why was this found stuffed within a Kodak box? And what the hell happened here?
Yeah,
Hello,
I remember
everyone.
seeing this.
Sorry, I'm on my phone. Here's what I did.
Yeah.
When I saw the photo, I was curious and pointed into a contrast area to look at it, and my body jolted. I didn't buy the Kodak carousel. I just took the photo and went outside. I went to another store next door and called the non-emergency line, describing what I saw and that I felt like it was genuine. They told me they're sending an officer when available. They didn't have an ETA. I'm waiting in my car as of now. As you'd expect, commenters were morbidly intrigued. It was unanimously agreed that calling the cops was the right call. However, some suggested for them to post it in various missing persons subreddits. If this were real, then it just might help in some unsolved case out there.
Bro, this guy's name is Booty Hole.
Aside from a few minor interactions on their post, the OP never gave a substantial update again. They handed everything over to the police and abandoned their account, forever leaving this mystery wide open. for online speculation.
I remember hearing this was real, but maybe that was speculation that it was real, because I've seen this in another video actually.
I know it's just a photo, but this is genuinely one of the creepiest that I have ever seen. It's a window into someone's life, and it's enveloped in absolute mystery. To this day, there's been zero movement on this case. No follow-ups from the OP. All we're left with is this intensely disturbing discovery.
Maybe.
Completely dead in the water. So, who is this? Who is the body in the photo? To that question,
we may never know. We may never know.
Damn, I guess he doesn't know either. Yeah. Wow, I guess he doesn't know. Damn. I don't know why I thought it was real. Maybe it was speculation in the other video. I just have a memory of thinking it was real. Yeah. Oh, God. Jesus, dude. Who remembers this shit? Dude. Yo, who remembers A/S/L? So like you'd go into the chat rooms, right? And when I was in there, I was like, I think I was like 16 at the time. And I would like go into a chat room and just type ASL. I would see like other people typing it too. And I would see like, you know, like 16, female, you know, fucking, I don't know, some state or whatever. I'd be like, ooh, and I'd fucking DM them, sup, you know? I was like 15 or 16, I think, at the time. I'd be like, what kind of music you like? And they'd be like, I like Slipknot. And I'd instantly fall in love.
It's November 11th of 2009, and a YouTube channel is born.
Yeah, Skater Girl. Oh my God, I would have messaged Skater Girl. Absolutely. 100%. 100%, dude. That's actually how it was. What's your favorite color? Yeah, blue. Are you a virgin? That's how you talked back in the day. What's your favorite movie? Do you like sucking dick?
It belonged to a 19-year-old man named Nick Stauzenberger, and it had a simple premise. Nick would upload a handful of seemingly random videos. A room tour, random skits, vlogs from his daily life.
There I go, bolting off to answer the phone. Really bad with action poses, as you can tell. Maybe I should have put some action lines like whoosh, 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 but...
Interestingly, Nick was an eccentric character. He constantly went on record about how poor his living conditions were, much to his own doing. He would never brush his teeth.
Ugh.
He would never shower. He hated his parents, and everything about his life seemed entirely parasitical.
Morris. What? Alright, I'm trying to film the cat. Morris.
I mean, the dude's fucked up, obviously, but at least one of his priorities is right. I'm trying to film the cat.
Throughout his videos, we would learn that Nick had a half-sister named Amber, someone who he'd play games and have stick fights with. And while it's a bit strange for someone his age to be having stick fights, it would pale in comparison to his online activity before and after this blip in his life.
I got a bad feeling too.
A few years prior, Nick would correspond with a girl he met online named Anna. Having connected through a role-playing forum, the two had begun dating in 2006, constantly chatting about their personal lives and engaging in role-playing. Curiously though, as the months went on and Nick's trust in Anna had grown.
I'm going to take a guess. He's young, she's young. He probably, like, you know, fell in love or whatever, you know, young, dumb love. He probably said like one too many creepy things. Then she stopped talking to him, and then he freaks the fuck out and he does something crazy in RL. I'm just going to guess that that's what happens.
He would eventually admit something equal parts disgusting and illegal.
Okay. Yeah. Something to do with his sister. Yep. Yep. Yeah.
You see, Nick had extremely depraved interests and a self-admitted attraction to children. I can't show you every message here, but on this day, directly to Anna, he admitted to sexually assaulting his half-sister, Amber. Keep in mind that this was the same girl he had stick fights with. The same girl who he can be seen towering over in her birthday video. Nick Stautzenberger is a predator, and his victim was living directly under the same roof as he. After this confession, word spread throughout Nick's circle fast.
How does something like that happen, like right under your nose, like as a parent, you know what I mean?
One by one, his girlfriend Anna and everyone acquainted with him would sever ties from him.
Yeah.
And Anna would even hand this chat log to the police.
Yeah.
Yet it would, frustratingly, lead nowhere. On his website, called Tales of the Nick, he would chronicle this chapter of his life, along with just about every other thought that's popped into his
my god, fucking Sephiroth, dude.
Mind for years. And on a
Tales of Nick, mostly involving butts in Kentucky's inexistence. What the fuck?
Two of his journal entries, we can spot him expressing disdain for being ostracized by everyone that knew him. Even so, none of this bothered him more than being cut off by the one person that mattered to him most. And that was Anna. Nick would, over the next few years, begin to mention Anna more and more. In fact, he grew an eerie obsession over her, penning post after post about how she's his wife, how he's holding out hope that the two would get back together, and even going forth to create a blog dedicated specifically to her.
Jesus. This is years later, he said?
Entirely fed up and at her wit's end, Anna would disparage Nick on her own blog in April of 2009, expressing how creepy it is that Nick is going to such intense lengths to dig up her personal information, and how he deserves to have been cut off by everyone online. Even so, Nick not once ever found anything wrong with his behavior. He found nothing wrong.
Yo, this is exactly like Lionel. Exactly. What a fucking freak.
His open attraction towards those that could never give consent. And he found absolutely nothing wrong with what he was doing to his little sister behind closed doors. Effectively, this little girl was trapped, and for a while, it seemed like no one could do a single thing about it.
Wait, that's not the end of the story, is it?
It wouldn't be
Okay.
until 2015
Holy
when
shit,
authorities would
okay.
finally give this case the attention it deserves. In April of that year, a report was called in to the Manor Township Police about a sexual assault. Yet this time, it wouldn't be from Anna, but rather from Amber. His half-sister, a girl victimized by Nick for nearly a decade, had
Holy fuck. For 10 years? What the fuck?
silently gathered evidence against him. And on April 30th, Nick Stautzenberger would be arrested on 3 counts of indecent assault of a child and 1 count of involuntary deviant intercourse with a child. Reportedly, the situation inside their home was so bad that the assaults date back to when this girl was only 6 years old.
Jesus Christ.
In 2016, Nick was convicted and sentenced to 16.5 to 40 years in prison.
That's it? Just death row instantly, man. Fuck off. He did this to her for 10 years, and you're telling me he got 16?
Since then, he's appealed his sentencing twice, but was denied each time.
Okay, well, that's good. Okay.
The complete and utter rot of one's childhood. That is the only way I can describe the situation that Amber found herself ensnared in. The mental and emotional torments that Nick Stautzenberger unleashed upon her life had decimated what were supposed to be her formative years. And for the rest of her life, she'll have to carry this weight with her.
Prison system is an absolute shit show, but we pay for it. Many details had to be omitted from... Okay. Yeah. The reality of Amber's life is tragic, yet we have only seen the tip of the iceberg. Nick will be eligible for parole in 2031. Okay. He'll be 41 years old. I can't believe he's even like eligible for parole. It's crazy to me.
The World Wide Web is vast, and within its darkest corners awaits some of the most unnerving content out there. Tonight, you and I dove into 5 more disturbing things from around the internet. I hope you all enjoyed this, and if you have any topic submissions, feel free to send them over to my new inbox at submit@nexpo.tv. Once again, that's submit@nexpo.tv. Thank you so much again for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
Dude, this was an
I love
insane
you
video.
all.
This
And
was
good
an
night.
insane video, man. Jesus Christ. Fucking